actions are the complete opposite. They mysteriously disappear, twist like rubber, or behave. Are they even human or something really sinister? On the 27th of June 2019, a strange moment was captured on camera while a man was playing a video game on his PlayStation, and his sister peeked at him through the door. She slowly came inside, and suddenly her face looked strange as she jerked his chair. Disturbed by her actions, he stood from his chair and asked what had happened. But she stood there motionless, as if she had not done anything at all. He grabbed her by the shoulders and shook her, after which she went downstairs.
What are you doing? What's that? What's the matter?
When this video went viral, viewers brushed it off as a hoax. Terrifying bride. Just a year ago, a strange incident happened in Gujarat, India, when a normal-looking girl turned out to be something otherworldly. As the groom prepared to place a garland around her neck, she suddenly started acting erratically. Her eyes rolled, her face twisted, and her hair became disheveled. It appeared as if she had lost control of her own body, and her brothers were holding her hands to keep everyone safe. The incident was recorded during the wedding, and when the video surfaced online, a commenter claimed that the girl did not want to marry the groom. That's why she was behaving inhumanely. Reptilian. A social media influencer, Jana de Alatra, left everyone shocked during a live interview. Everything was normal until the color of her eyes seemed to change, and her pupils became thin and vertical, like a reptile's. The video sparked many theories online. Some viewers argued that she might not be human and that she is a reptilian, while others believed it was simply a hoax. Later, when she was asked about this eye-shifting moment, she claimed she had no idea it had even happened. Twisted man. On an ordinary day in an office in Spain, Portugal, something bone-chilling happened. A black man suddenly stood up from his workstation, bent backward on his palm with his chest facing the ceiling, and began behaving erratically. Twisting his body and jumping on the floor, as if his bones were made of rubber. Shocked by the sight, a co-worker recorded his behavior and showed him the video later, but he did not remember anything about the incident.
Oh my gosh.
Spooky man. On the 12th of December, 2022, an Uber driver was waiting for a passenger when he captured something unsettling on the road. A shirtless man was standing there, and suddenly he leaned back, staring backward with his mouth wide open. Then he began to move his feet while staying in the same spot, shaking his body. It seemed as if he was not fully conscious. Out of fear, the driver drove away from the scene, leaving the man behind in an unnerving situation. Miracle. A strange video was captured by a CCTV camera in Tokyo, Japan, showing a man crossing the road. When he reached the middle of the street, he suddenly disappeared and reappeared safely on the other side, narrowly avoiding being hit by a car, as if an angel had saved him. Another video that surfaced online in 2017 from Osaka, Japan, shows a woman crossing the road at midnight. As a car sped toward her, a mysterious figure seemed to appear out of nowhere, grab her, and instantly leave her to the far side of the road. The moment was so sudden that both the woman and the driver were left in shock by what had just happened. Was this a real miracle caught on camera, or just a clever hoax? You decide. Strange seaman. A family was enjoying a boat ride in the Mediterranean Sea near Spain when they captured an unbelievable moment. A shirtless man carrying a bucket appeared to be walking on the surface of the water. They were filming from a motorboat, which cannot run in shallow water. So how was he walking on water while still higher than the boat? No ropes or platforms were visible in the video. To this day, the strange scene remains a mystery. Bizarre saluting girl. Recently, a strange incident was reported at a laundromat in Fresno, California. A woman was behaving oddly in the store, which concerned the shopkeeper. So, she called the police. The woman kept saluting something invisible. When the officers arrived, they tried to question her.
Ma'am, can I get your name, please?
At first, she did not respond, but when they asked for her ID, she told them it was on the table, while still continuing to salute. The officers suspected she might be under the influence of some kind of medication, especially since she refused to have her blood tested.
Have you taken anything today?
I have not.
You have not. Do you take any prescription medication?
I do not.
You do not?
They arrested her and took her to the police station. Her case is still in court, and no one knows why she was behaving that way. Frightening stranger. A group of friends was enjoying a ride at Ghibli Park in Japan when one of them decided to record a video. At first, everything seemed normal, until a fourth figure appeared behind them, staring directly into the camera with an eerie smile on her face. The camera panned for a moment, and when it shifted back, the mysterious figure had vanished without a trace. Later, when they watched the video, the friends were left in shock. None of them remembered anyone sitting there, and no one recognized the face. Dogman. A man from Honshu, Japan, had dreamed of becoming a dog since childhood, so he decided to turn that dream into reality. He spent 2 million yen on a custom-made dog costume. And began wandering the streets to experience life like a dog. The costume was perfectly designed, with realistic fur and a lifelike head, making him look like a real dog. The strange thing was that after fulfilling his own dream, he decided to rent out the costume so others could also fulfill their dream of becoming a dog. Man with no head. In Moscow, Russia, a man was driving along a road when he noticed a strange figure walking on the pavement. What made the video creepy was that the man appeared to have no head on his shoulders. The figure walked normally, but the driver was terrified by this menacing sight. Out of curiosity, he zoomed a little closer and then stepped on the accelerator, speeding away in fear. Later, when the video surfaced online, viewers debated what had really happened. Many suggested that the opposite side of the road was very dark, and the man's head blended into the darkness, making him invisible on camera. In this way, the cameraman unintentionally, or perhaps deliberately, misled viewers. Cloak figure. An Uber driver was waiting for a passenger on Vicar Hills, Armagh, in Northern Ireland, when his dashcam captured something unsettling. A figure with an unusual appearance, wearing a black cloak and a pointed hat, suddenly vanished into the wall of St. Patrick's Church of Ireland Cathedral, crossing the fence on the other side of the road as if it had supernatural powers to pass through solid objects. The driver, stunned by what he saw, quickly left the area. Some said he might have been the infamous Green Lady of Vickers Hill. What do you think about this video? Let me know in the comments section. Terrifying man. A man was working in his field in Calgary, Canada, when a strange figure appeared out of nowhere. The stranger had skinny arms, odd patches on his face, and a long beard. But the strangest thing was that he was speaking an unfamiliar language.
Pessoal, a comunicação aqui, ó, tá? A gente não consegue entender, tá? Ele tá tentando falar alguma.
The farmer tried his best to communicate with him, but he had never heard anything like the language this man was using. Maybe he was some otherworldly creature or something even more sinister. Nothing can be said for sure. Telekinesis. Back in 2011, a strange video was captured by a visitor in Shaolin Temple, in which a monk did something supernatural, which left the visitors amazed. The monk stretched his legs, moved his hand, and seemingly raised a cup placed on the ground without even touching it. It appeared as if he possessed some kind of supernatural power. The mystery of this video remained unsolved until another video emerged online, featuring a man who took a deep breath and moved a sheet of paper on a table with just a gesture. He claimed that this technique is called telekinesis, a psychic ability to manipulate physical objects, energy, or systems using only the mind, without any physical contact. Erratic behavior. This video went viral on Facebook back in 2021, showing Elon Musk standing in front of the media at the White House during a press conference.
It's a very sad case. It's a case we win. We can't lose that case because we have the right to make grants. We're not going to make any grants like that.
What made the video unusual was his eerie behavior. Suddenly, he looked down, twisted his face, rolled his eyes, and shook his head as if his body was restless and something inhuman was trying to get out. The video sparked many theories online. Some people claimed he might be reptilian, while others dismissed his actions as normal behavior for someone who feels bored or uninterested during a conversation.
But I don't think Harvard's been acting very nicely. I think Columbia wants to get to the bottom of the problem. They've acted very well. And there are other...
Terrifying smile. In 2022, a Toronto commuter filmed something creepy that left him startled. He was traveling in a bus, which was waiting for the signal to turn green, and suddenly he noticed a creepy woman-like face was peering at the bus from a nearby house. What made the video particularly chilling was her unsettling smile and intense, fixed stare at him. The footage later circulated online, with many viewers speculating that the woman was an otherworldly being, raising questions about why a normal human stares and smiles at strangers for so long. Midnight creepy encounter. One midnight, a group of friends was traveling to Teluk Bahang, Malaysia, when they spotted a strange woman-like figure dressed in pink walking beside the road. At first, they ignored it, but the figure appeared again a few seconds later. The driver sped up, yet the figure appeared on the road 3 times. Suddenly, it emerged right in front of the car, causing the driver to reverse quickly, and the video abruptly ended. This mysterious encounter left them wondering, was it a witch or something even more sinister? What do you think it could have been? Sprinting man. A passenger traveling on a train somewhere in Australia captured an unbelievable moment. He was recording the mountain view outside the window when a man suddenly appeared, sprinting alongside the train. What made this video truly astonishing was that the train was moving at 120 kilometers per hour, yet the man's running speed seemed to match it perfectly. How could a person run that fast? If you have any idea, let me know in the comments below. Clinging man. A shocking video was captured by a passenger on a train in Atlanta, Georgia, when a man suddenly appeared outside, clinging to the train door. The train was running at around 140 kilometers per hour.
Grandma, we gon' make it and no one can do it better. So again.
Yet the man seemed relaxed. When the train stopped at the next station, he came inside, celebrating excitedly as if he had accomplished something great. Was he just an ordinary human doing a publicity stunt? Or some otherworldly being who felt no fear of the train's incredible speed? Superman. On a routine day in Hong Kong, some technicians were called to install a CCTV camera in a house when the van driver almost lost his job. He had forgotten to pull the handbrake, and the van started rolling. He quickly climbed onto the roof, leapt down in front of the vehicle, and stopped it with all his strength. It seemed as if he were Superman. That was the day he learned a great lesson. Always leave a car in park mode and apply the handbrake, or you could face some serious trouble. Spider-Man. This video gained a lot of attention online, showing 3 men climbing through the air and landing on the ground as if the clip were taken from a sci-fi movie rather than real life. The way they leapt from the bridge without any visible support seemed completely impossible and left viewers stunned. Were they using hidden wires, advanced editing, or some kind of special effects trick? How do you think they did it so well? Share your thoughts in the comments. Airbender. 11 years ago, a bizarre video left everyone with their jaws dropped. A man was standing on a hill, seemingly controlling the wind and the leaves, using only his gestures. How was it possible for someone to control the wind? As he rolled his hands, the leaves began to swirl as if he truly had power over them. When the video emerged online, one of the commenters claimed it was an example of aerokinesis. However, aerokinesis is not known to be possible in real life, so how he managed to pull this off in the video remains a mystery. Railway encounter. One evening, a passenger was traveling by train from Westlake to Decatur in Georgia when he captured something strange on camera. A man sitting nearby suddenly began acting erratically. He grabbed the pole and started jerking his body as if he were trying to pull it off. He had long blonde hair and a blonde French beard, along with a noticeably long face. To this day, no explanation has been confirmed, and the man has never been identified. Werewolf. This video features Lalit Patidar, a young boy with an incredibly rare condition called hypertrichosis, also known as werewolf syndrome. It causes an excessive amount of hair growth all over his body, which makes him look terrifying. He shared that some of his classmates called him Monkey Man and refused to play with him. He also faced many difficulties with everyday tasks like seeing and eating. Whenever he tried to cut his hair, it grew back even thicker. After watching this video, it's clear that living with such an appearance in our society is extremely challenging. Vanishing Man. 16 years ago, a student at the Barbican Library in London captured a strange video. A normal-looking man approached a bookshelf when, all of a sudden, he raised his hands, his body began to shiver, and he vanished into thin air as if he had never been there at all. A few seconds later, he reappeared in the exact same spot, as though he had done it intentionally and possessed some kind of superpower to disappear. To his surprise, when he shared the video on YouTube, viewers brushed it off as a hoax. Alienoid. On the 19th of August, 2023, a strange video was captured by a tourist at Hudson Yards Mall in New York. A young boy wearing a blue t-shirt was walking through the mall, but what made him so mysterious was his appearance. He had a bald head, black eyes, and pale green skin, resembling an alien. People stared at him in amazement while he walked confidently, as if he were on his own planet. When the video went viral, commenters dismissed it as an ordinary person wearing alien makeup. Strange singer. On July 26, 2025, a bystander in Paris recorded a strange video showing Jaden Smith, the American singer, dressed in red and behaving unusually on the pavement. It appeared as though he was performing in a concert, but in reality, he was not at any event. Perhaps he was practicing for an upcoming stage show, but the question is, Why was he doing this on the street? There is also a possibility that he was hired by Louis Vuitton for an advertisement, as he was seen standing outside an LV store. Levitating man. 2 years ago, a video from Kuha village, Africa, shocked viewers. In the footage, a man appeared to be suspended in the air without any visible support or rope. He was covered with broomsticks and danced while levitating, almost as if he had some supernatural powers to float in the air. Locals claimed this was part of a ritual dance called kumpo, in which a man is tied with an invisible rope that keeps him floating in the air. Wolverine man. Back in 2009, a strange CCTV footage left everyone shocked when an unusual man visited a doctor's clinic in Oklahoma, US. He sat in front of the doctor and placed his hands on the table. Suddenly, something mysterious happened. Sharp, Wolverine-like blades protruded from his knuckles. The doctor was terrified, but the man remained calmly seated in his chair. This bizarre condition was exactly why he had come to see her, and he apologized for scaring her later. Giant security guards. A bizarre video went viral back in 2023, showing a woman guarded by 2 giant security guards. They had distorted faces, unnaturally long arms and legs, and oversized hands. It seemed as if the woman they were guarding was their master, and they looked not even human. A bystander recorded the scene and shared it on TikTok, leaving viewers completely baffled. Strange teleportation. A music band was being interviewed on a street in Penza, Russia, when something strange was captured on camera. Suddenly, a cyclist appeared behind one of the band members, rode his bicycle for a short distance, and then disappeared again, as if he had been teleported from somewhere else.
Нормально.
The band members were shocked when they watched the footage and couldn't understand where he had come from or where he had gone. Was it a carefully staged trick or something far more sinister? You decide. Ghost thief. On the 13th of April, 2016, a bone-chilling moment was captured by a CCTV camera in Bandra, India. The bizarre footage shows the front of a shop with 2 people sleeping outside. A man wearing a black hoodie approaches the door, which is apparently locked, and mysteriously passes straight through the glass in an eerie flash of light. Moments later, he reappears and walks back through the door carrying a snack from the shop in his hand. Experts later suggested it was a camera glitch, but the video shows details that seem too clear for simple digital interference. The man's identity was never traced, and no additional footage was ever recovered. The question remains, what exactly did that camera capture in that moment? Subscribers' pick of the day. On a routine day, a man returned home from work and encountered a strange figure sitting on the floor with its legs twisted. The sight was so peculiar that he called out to him. The unusual man slid across the floor using his palms to get closer. He had a dark, shiny complexion, pale eyes, and an intense, unwavering stare.
Yuna, come.